So, hi Somdutt, welcome to Sharpenerian Hall of Fame. Lots to know about you because your background is quite different. It's from a non-tech background, and like a quick fun fact, 50% of Sharpenerians are from non-tech backgrounds. So, like, people are very excited to know that how you from a non-tech background went into IT. What was your journey in Sharpener like, and like what do you have to share? So, first things first. Can you just tell us a bit about yourself, who you are and from where you are?
Okay, so first of all, hello everyone. My name is Somdutt. So basically, I have just completed my graduation in 2023 from a non-tech background, as just supposed to be as shared. Like I am a BA student. So before, like when I was doing my BA, so I was kind of curious about like coders, like programming, and computer science was like often a subject that made me curious, like how do they make softwares and also. So I was just curious. Then I found one Quora post that about Sharpener, that how Sharpener helped a non-tech student to join into IT. So basically, I want to thank that person that. So that's why I'm here. So I have completed my BA. Then after that, I joined Sharpener, and in Sharpener I learned quite a lot of things. So I would say not only in a technical perspective, but I would say life lessons as well. Because before Sharpener, I would say I don't know anything like how do we give interview, because how do we give interview. And in Sharpener it was my first experience that I gave interviews, some of the interviews, then I cracked some, and then I got rejected in some of the interviews.
It's a part and parcel of every interviewer. So, you from where are you, by the way? Which area are you from?
I'm from Delhi.
You're from Delhi, okay. And the job that you got, is that work from home or is it?
It is work from home.
It is work from home.
It is work.
ठीक है, आराम से घर पे बैठ के काम हो रहा है. This is nice.
Yeah.
Alright. And so before you joined Sharpener, you absolutely had no idea about coding, or did you try something?
No, actually, before joining Sharpener, I didn't have any idea about coding. I was just I would say I just want, in my mind I was thinking that I just have to try programming, but before Sharpener I didn't have any idea about coding at all.
Got it. So then let's focus a lot on your initial phase, because starting mein most people give up, and coding is not something.
Yeah.
Coding, I like to say coding is like gym. Okay, initially you have to give thoda time. Initially not see results. It's very difficult. It's very painful. But
yeah, as you said, initially a lot of people give up. I have been through that phase, and I was also about to give up. I wanted to say that मेरे बस का नहीं है, मेरे से नहीं हो पाएगा. I was about to say that, but so I made a choice that I would talk to Weber Bia, because he was my first mentor that time. So I talked to the message he sent it was quite warm. Not even your parents will tell that send that kind of message. So it motivated me a lot, that I was like that, okay, this guy doesn't know anything about me, and he is and I'm not even giving him anything, and he is telling me that I will help you a lot, even that I will give you 2 hours of my life. So I think that I should give it a try then, and just because of that I learned coding and then I tried it.
So in the initial phase, what are the parts that you felt the most difficult? In data structures, let's say. Where were you stuck,
Okay.
and how did you overcome it?
So in initial phase, but the more difficulty that I faced was translating my thought into the language itself, because I didn't know the language. So initially, when we start coding, so we don't know anything about the programming language. So we start from the beginning, and of course this is not a 1-day game or 2-day game. You have to practice a lot, then you will understand how will you translate your thoughts and how will you translate your solution into a program. So that's what I face the most a tricky part in programming. Otherwise, when you understand your first language, then I think it's pretty easy to switch from to another language as well.
Like if you know concepts properly, then it's language independent. I mean, I was just talking to a student right now, and we were discussing about peer interviews. So he was, as a senior, he was taking interviews of junior people. Like in Sharpener, we have peer interviews. So he was like, even if I am coding in Java and the student is in Python, I just focus on the concept and the language is not a problem. But since you are from a non-tech background, like OOPS is a thing which requires a lot of focus on concepts, like data structures in general. So was it a very long phase for you and फिर बाद में fast होने लग गया, or like did you gradually keep on progressing?
So like at the beginning it was a kind of a slow, I would say, but when I started understanding the concept, so OOPS was not a big deal for me, because when you understand the language concept and then you just have to understand like how OOPS work, how the syntax, how will you write the syntax, and then I don't think OOPS is a very big thing if you understand the concept of the language. But yeah, if like the DSA question, if you encounter like in stacks, so these are the things that you will wrap your head around, that like what kind of question this is this.
I think sabka like something or the other is difficult for them. For some people, OOPS takes time. I personally had my most complex, like recursion, I just couldn't understand it. That took me most time. What is happening? मेरे कौन सा उसमें जो backtracking होता है, like it's very complex for me to understand, and that is the time which I took the most in. For you it's OOPS. For you it's stacks and queues. For someone else it's OOPS. But did you like start referring to other material to overcome stacks and queues, or did you just practice more and more, ask your doubts? How did you overcome it?
So like the thing, like I would say like the mistake that I made initially was like referring to other. But I think that like I tried one question. If I'm not able to solve it, I go for like for half an hour. I go for like YouTube and try to search upon it. So basically, what I was doing, like I was copying the material of the YouTube, like what the person is giving to me, and then I'm copying right there. So like I was, so that's what I think most people do the mistake at the beginning. But after that, like we start thinking and we try to do things ourselves, because that is the most likable thing about Sharpener curriculum, because at the task we just get a glimpse of a concept and we try things by ourselves. If we don't able to solve it by ourselves, then we can ask for our mentors and all. And there are some peer, like, because I have made some lifelong friends in Sharpener as well. They help me a lot, seriously.
Nice. We also like market ourselves like we are not like just an upskilling platform. We want to be the biggest community learning platform. And like I feel really happy when people say like I made really good friends who helped me along the journey. So that's really nice. But so when you say like you tried to also refer to other material, did you ever think that chalo code copy kar lete hain? Did you ever have that feeling that let me just copy the code and like let's move on to the next question? So was that ever the case?
So like as I shared before, like at the beginning I was doing that, and I paid the price by the time, like because when you start giving mock tests, you won't be able to clear it if you do that.
Right.
So like I failed just because I was copying the code, because I wasn't understanding the concept. I was just remembering the code, that how will I solve that problem if interviewer will ask me that. So like I got rejected by in mock interview twice. So after that, like I had a like 1 hour session with Webobia, that he told me that how should I approach the problem, how will I understand the concept of the like how should I approach the problem and how should I understand the concept of the like question. So after that, like I gradually worked upon it and revised all the concepts that I have learned. Then after that, I never failed the interview after that. in the mock interview, I would say. Yeah.
Nice. So, how many months did DSA take for you? How many months did the development side take for you?
I would say like for DSA, like I took rather quite a lot of time than a normal student does, because like I had a like exams to because I have given 2 exams in between. So
Okay.
it took me around 5.5 months to clear all the program of the Sharpener. So like for DSA it took me 1.5 months, and then I took a 1 month break after that,
Okay.
and then I started. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. 1.5 months is fine, considering that like initially you're not doing it correctly, and then you again started doing it correctly. I think you did it
Yeah.
very soon. Yeah.
Yeah, because they were my friends, I would say, because they were doing things a lot of faster than me, and I was thinking like I was getting behind. So I was just so I would say like everything has upside and downside as well. Just because I wanted to like match up with them, so I tried copying the code. Then, but after that, just because of them, I cleared GSA a lot faster, and yeah.
As you said, like peer pressure also has its upside and downside.
Yeah.
So, what about your friends? Like, were they solving the code in a proper way, or were they also cheating? Like, how was it with them? And where are they right now?
I would say there was one guy who was I would say like he was copying the code, but all of them were I would say all of them were giving their best to solve the problem, because like if I'm not understanding any problem, so I basically message them, and then we have a meeting call, because like and after that like he makes me understand like how we approach the problem, and then I give something in the problem as well, then I solve the problem in a well mannered way. Yeah.
Nice. So that's about the DSA side of things. Like, what happened after DSA? Like, how was your journey there?
So I would say like DSA, like if you complete the DSA, then after if you have completed the DSA in proper way, so in web development part you will not be facing much of the issue, because I don't think it's harder than DSA.
Got it.
You just have to understand the concept and then the syntax and all, and after then you will go for the framework like React, and basically React is a library, so you will go for React and Node.js if you want to go for the backend. So there you might feel a little bit tricky parts when you will be preparing some projects upon those. And this.
So Somdutt, you went for front end first. Like you. Okay.
I went
Any
for
reason why you chose front end and not back end first?
So basically, it was my interest, because I love building things and making web pages attractive. So that was the thing that I wanted to do. So I chose front end there.
Right. Some developers do not like that, like focusing on design and all that. But it's not because like you felt like front end is easy, back end is tough, like nothing of that sort.
I would say like they both have their upside and downside. Because in front end there are a lot of concepts, but in back end there are a lot. There you have to think about the problem when you have to solve it, because there you have to make APIs, and you won't be seeing much of the output because
Nice. Okay. And like what were the projects? How did you go about the projects? What is your approach there?
So basically the main thing that I had is to show the interviewees my project, because I don't have I won't be saying that I have done my BA from that college, that he will hire me. So
right.
the most thing that I focused is on my projects. So there was e-commerce website, and one was expense tracker, and one was mailbox client. So mostly these three are the projects that we make, and if you make them quite attractive in a way, like if you try harder and try to go a little bit in the CSS side, that I found that interviewer really like if you have put efforts in CSS and you make the web page or the project attractive.
Got it. Okay. And like did this also help during an interviews? Like were a lot of questions focused on your projects?
Yeah. Because there was one tip that I follow till now, that there was one guy named Manan, and he is one of the mentor. I would say.
Yeah.
So
he was previously a Sharpener student.
Yeah, he was previously Sharpener student. His communication skill is top notch, I would say. And he gave me one tip that whenever you go for the interview, just say that I have built several projects and I wanted to show them. And I literally followed them, and the magic part is like most of the question the interview will ask is from your project, and he will not ask you any random question. So that's the thing.
The thought that like you're from a BA background and all that, did that hurt your interviews? Was that a pain point during interviews?
Yeah. So the main thing is that like if you sit on an interviewer will not think about any of your background. He just wants your skill. If you have skill, then he will hire you. Although there will be some of the companies who might reject your resume just because you are from non-tech background, and so basically what will happen, what can you do about it, and most of the companies will take your resume because it is from Sharpener also.
Nice. Yeah, we are referring it, like we are also trying, it's students like you who improve our brand image also. Like when you proudly say I was a Sharpenerian, then like it's always a good thing, like others also come to know that yes, Sharpener will give good students. That is our main focus. Actually, that is also a problem right now because there is cheating and all that. We have our own internal ratings for each and every student. So if a student is like rating 5 out of 10, I mean, we also cannot give him to the HRs, right? Because it will ruin our reputation. So that is also always there. Nice. Any overall feedback that you want to give for non-tech people in particular?
So I would say if I have to give feedback or suggestions to a non-tech people, first of all, do not give up, because it will be at the beginning it will be hard, but after some time it will be quite smooth. And if you and make some friends at Sharpener and do take their interview, and give your interview to them. I would say this will help you a lot at the interview phase.
Nice, that's not everyone focuses on that. Really happy you brought that out, Somdutt. Thanks a lot, Somdutt. Really interesting to know about your journey with Sharpener. And I'm pretty sure this will go on for a long time, wherein a lot of non-tech people want to switch to tech and they will be inspired by stories like yours. So really happy.
Yes.
Alright. Thanks a lot, Somdutt. A lot of people will be contacting you on LinkedIn, I guess. Now they will be pinging you a lot, so make sure that you listen to them nicely.
Yes, I will definitely reply to them.
Alright, Somdutt. Okay. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Bye.